Every job that we do, we treat it as a work of art. This is definitely not a crawling attic. However, fully standing in it, very different.
I'll go get changed in my leotard.
There you go.
I got one sheet left.
Oh, look, we got one here.
Just another $3 that you have to spend along the way.
Do y'all want a shot? Or do y'all want to see the breakers? I like that. Look at that.
So the system we're replacing today is for your cousin?
It is. He's actually an influencer on TikTok.
Okay.
So I'm expecting a little bit of reciprocation there.
All right.
So we're going to do a short brief on how the project's going to go. It's something that I've adopted from my military service. If we all have our eye on the ball, it tends to go a little bit smoother. So the reason why we're replacing the system is because we actually have a leak in the evaporator coil. This system is over 20 years old.
There comes a point where mathematically it doesn't make sense to keep fixing it.
It's just putting a Band-Aid on something that's inevitable you got to replace. So we've got our state-of-the-art drawing here, our air handler in the closet. That's going to cease to exist there. It's going to be hanging about center of the house, and we're going to create a trapeze. It increases serviceability as well as durability over time. The existing unit has duct work right off the top of it. The new duct is going to be coming off of the unit now. And then we've got our condenser right on the side of the house. Once we recover the refrigerant, we're gonna go ahead and unhook the lines here. We're gonna flush out the line set, level the ground for the new equipment pad, set the pad, and then set the new condenser. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and attempt to pull the copper lines back and then just reattach and reuse the same line set.
Let's roll with it.
Sweet deal, let's do it. Hey Meta, call Beto Gutierrez. Our ETA is 8:10. Is that good with you? All right, buddy, bye-bye. It's an investment, but these glasses are the bomb.com, as you can already tell. So the biggest X factor that can actually make or break the install is the unit, along with the duct, once assembled, not fitting between the support rafters for the roof. We actually cut down some plywood so that we'd be able to make a path to where we're gonna be working.
Code requires a 30-inch workspace.
We're giving a 48.
Sal is an overachiever in life in general.
It's just one of those things, looking into the future, not if, but when any service work needs to get done to the unit.
You just have pride in what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's common if you can bring your best and not waver on that.
Oh, most definitely. Our work is our signature. You got to stand by it.
Hey man, I'm Daniel. Good to meet you, man. We checked out your TikTok yesterday and we were very entertained, my friend.
Man, it all started with my kitchen. I did a kitchen remodel, did a video on it. And from there, I just started getting followers. Sal, well, he's my cousin. We're from Mexico. We came here back in the 90s. We kind of split when he went to the Navy. So for a few years he was gone, but he came back and he actually started his own business now, which I'm proud of him,
What's the yellow box about? I thought you were supposed to have all the red boxes. I thought your whole van, trailer, life, kitchen, everything's supposed to be red boxes.
Is that why Milwaukee didn't sponsor me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Our parents, raised us to be responsible, family-wise, and even money-wise, We didn't have much at the beginning, but overall we had a great childhood, We were happy.
We're now reading proper refrigerant. This is why we don't like these disconnects. You gotta key it just right, otherwise you're just gonna be sitting there jiggling it around. Got my gauges where I can see them. We wanna get it as close to zero as possible, listening to the sound of the compressor as well. All right.
All three.
System is charged. I've got my technician on the other line through my Ray-Ban Metas, and here we go. I live on my stuff. Quick and easy. So this is called the Attic Pro. Instead of putting the weight on our back, we put it on this puppy. Feel like I'm using a rotary phone.
I think you and I are the only ones who know what a rotary phone even is. This is going to be very tight. These trusses are placed 2 foot on center through the whole house, and that gives you 22.5 inches between them. That box is exactly 22 inches, so you do have a little bit of clearance. However, the height becomes a problem. The roof slope and the attic floor is going to be tight.
We took the air handler apart in half. We're going to reassemble it once on the trapeze.
Matt, our camera guy, is sitting on a brace, perched up there like a bird. So there's all kinds of things in this attic that would make it very difficult to get around if Sal just took the easy way out and just put it right there on the path. Got the air handler disassembled, in position, drain pan swapped, coil swapped, reassembled, and then installed and hung on our unistrut trapeze. Now that that's done, we need to pull the existing line set because it is still in good shape, and then we will pull this up through the attic so we can get it brazed in here, and then as far as the equipment goes, that'll be it.
So what we're doing here is assembling the supply plenum so that we can get a list of supplies that we're going to be needing to be able to attach the duct work. And we're going to go pay our friends at Reese a visit.
How many guys does it take to put foil tape on the duct?
All of them. I like it. I love it.
Ready?
I want some more of it.
All the gratitude in the world that I'm back in a freaking attic
Anyone want to let off some steam?
in Texas.
I'll let y'all bang on this duct work for a little while.
This is fantastic.
Every step of the way, this is starting to look like more and more like an actual system. And to think, I only started doing this 2 months ago. Maestro, si tiene un segundo. Aquí también, maestro. So the definition of maestro is master of the arts. I hold all my technicians at a very, very high standard, very, very high respect. Maestro, prefiero maestro. I don't make any of my technicians do anything.
Vamos a ocupar metro, maestro.
I let them know what the tasks are to be done, and I give them the option to do it. Now we know what we need from Reese. Let's go for a ride. All right, brother, we'll be right back. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Take it easy, boys.
Just in time, bro.
That is the cutest little shovel I've ever seen.
This is the part where I wish I would have had the second slice of cake. Woo, look at that.
This is nuts.
Isn't it?
20 years of innovation and extreme government regulations. Bye-bye, Linux.
Mm-hmm.
Sal is going to install a new disconnect, which has a breaker built into it. It tells you right here on the label, minimum circuit amps, 33.5, max fuse is a 50 amp. Look at that, it's fine.
Introduce the Rothenberg Maxi Pro deep press jaws.
Woo! So plumbers have influenced HVAC guys to follow them in the innovation.
Yes. Maestro, ahí trae la conexión. Oh yeah, perfect.
You found the kink in the line, so you just want to separate it here.
Fortunately, it happened in kind of an ideal spot so that we were able to smoothly reroute the copper. All right, hold what you got right there.
All right.
We're gonna be purging nitrogen, and it's gonna be blowing out of here. While we evacuate the system, we're gonna be doing the electrical so that we're able to get some cooling up here in the attic while we work. That's gonna make it at least 10 times more pleasant.
What's up, girl?
There she is, there she is. This is Alexandra's very first install, but it definitely won't be the last. I'm very proud of her specifically because she's had a long week, working a full-time job, going to school full-time. She's making it home 11 or midnight. It's amazing to see that the legacy continues in our community colleges, and I see myself in her. You youngins. You youngins. And that's it. I expect you to call me back and be like, dude, that energy. Electrical company's gonna call you and be like, what'd you do? Ta-da! You see this? So this is the main support. Can't cut that, otherwise that's gonna mess up the integrity. But I can cut these. I'm gonna notch out to sit it in, and then we'll just seal it from the bottom. Paint black so it's not showing or reflecting. Yeah.
¿Quiere que le corte yo también de acá arriba?
Espérame, a lo mejor. Ahí está. Ok, maestro, póngale la caja, por favor. Pásame la pintura de spray, por favor, maestro. This is called mastic, aka duct sealant, aka Pookie. Minimizes duct leaks so that he's actually moving air from within the house and not air from the attic. It's an honor to work for anyone, but specifically our family, because we really put our heart into our line of work. And Beto, for you to appreciate that and allow us the opportunity, I mean, there's no better payout than that. I still expect the check though.